He came to the neighbor's house to pick up Little Universe, but unexpectedly he saw his own father there as well. The neighbor lady smiled and explained to Tae-young that Xian's dad had been helping look after Little Universe. Seeing how well the grandfather and child got along, she invited him to stay for dinner. Looking at the warm scene of his father and Little Universe leaning together, Tae-young's heart, which had been frozen for more than 20 years, wavered again. Before Tae-young left, his father handed him the pear and balloon flower root drink he had specially bought, and placed it in Tae-young's hand. He had heard that the kindergarten had been dealing with a flu outbreak recently, and that the drink could help strengthen immunity. He reminded him to let Little Universe drink it every day. This time Tae-young did not refuse coldly like before, and quietly gave his father, who had been absent for half his life, a small chance to come closer. Just then the doorbell suddenly rang. It was someone from the insurance company. They came this time to confirm the compensation payment. The policy clearly stated in black and white that the sister and brother-in-law would each receive more than 100 million won. But looking at the cold string of numbers, there was no joy on Hyunjong's face. She knew better than anyone that behind those numbers were two lives that were gone forever, warm embraces that would never return, and laughter that would never again echo by her side. After the insurance agent left, Hyunjong sat there, lost in a long silence. Little Universe was still very young. He did not understand what insurance money meant, but he sensed his aunt's sadness. He knew she was unhappy, and his own heart felt heavy too. So he quietly sat beside her without making a sound, keeping her company in his own way. Just as Hyunjong's tears were about to fall, she quickly made an excuse about buying diapers for Universe and hurried out. Seeing that she left empty-handed without even bringing her wallet, Tae-young instantly understood. She was not going out to buy anything. She just needed somewhere to release the sorrow she could not hold inside. Sitting alone downstairs, Hyunjong looked at a photo with her sister on her phone, and tears finally slipped down silently. Of course she missed her sister. She was simply afraid to think about it, afraid that the overwhelming longing would shatter her already broken heart into even smaller pieces. Just then Tae-young appeared in front of her, and gently handed her a box of tissues. Hyunjong quickly wiped away her tears, and asked where Little Universe was. Tae-young softly reassured her that the child was at the neighbor's house. With both helplessness and concern he said, the person who said she was going to buy diapers did not even bring her wallet. He knew she would do this, so he followed to check on her. He understood the pain of losing a loved one all too well. Hyunjong admitted through tears that she thought she could endure it, but in the end she could not. Tae-young gently told her that feelings like this can never be endured simply by holding them in. Life is just like that. Some days seem barely manageable, and some days the longing cannot be stopped. In the end people carry that longing and keep moving forward. One day Hyunjong received good news. Her proposal had successfully passed the review, and she would soon become a full-time employee instead of an intern. To celebrate her, Tae-young invited her close friend and his friend Songtaek to gather at a small tavern. The atmosphere during the gathering was lively and relaxed. Through their playful back-and-forth conversation, a subtle spark quietly appeared between them. Meanwhile Tae-young learned two small secrets from what her friend said. Hyunjong never gets drunk in front of others. Even her friend of 10 years had never seen her cry. Tae-young quietly felt happy, because the sides of her that no one else had seen, he had truly witnessed. Only he had seen Hyunjong at her most fragile, and only he had been allowed to touch the deepest wound in her heart. After the gathering Tae-young quietly walked home with her. Seeing how uncomfortable she looked after drinking, he naturally took her hand, pressing the pressure point between her thumb and finger, to help ease her nausea and dizziness after drinking. But before Hyunjong could fully come back from that moment of warmth, Tae-young suddenly received a call from the neighbor. When he heard that Little Universe had developed a rash, he immediately panicked. Without hesitation he grabbed Hyunjong's hand and ran toward the neighbor's house.